Hello, I'm Dunk Dinkle, and this is your Interim SOTA. Had it been a full-fledged SOTA, the state of Brave would be strong. All right, let's get to it. There's a lot to go over. It's Saturday night. I got things to communicate to you. Got a long list of stuff to talk to. First of all, I'm hoping you're staying healthy out there. I hope you're maintaining your chill. I hope you have gotten the vaccine if possible. If you can get the vaccine, please do. So for today, we're going to celebrate with the syringes. I'm going to try and do shots out of syringes, which I've never done before, but we'll see how that goes. So let's give it a try. All right, this looks like a monstrously bad idea, but let me give it a try. Oh. I don't recommend that, but let's keep rolling. All right, what's in the news? The news is we're almost fully moved into Aquarius. It's impressive. People are there. Standing is full. We're filling up the fleets, having to set up 2 standing fleets. People seem to be happy, making ISK. Things are going well there. So thank you to you, for each of you, for what you've done to try and get us set up in Aquarius. It has been a long road, but we're there now, and I think it's a good future for us. The infrastructure is getting into place. You've seen some of the ansplexes come up, and things starting to come together. There's more to come. We're taking it at our own pace. We're not being rushed into any of this stuff. It is basically, we've pacified Aquarius despite all the herf blurf early on, and it's now Brave's new home. If any of you still haven't moved your stuff, it is time to get it done if you haven't got it done. People have been running some move fleets. We've had a large amount of capital movement, freighter movement. And so I want to talk for a minute about someone who's made this move possible, someone who has gone above and beyond, and that would be Jinxtakar. Jinx has led many fleets ranging for Titans to bridge freighters, move capitals. He has done endless amounts to make sure that assets from Brave, from the individuals and the Alliance and the various corps have moved into Aquarius. A lot of people have helped along the way, but Jinx has gone just so far above and beyond. So today I awarded him the Medal of the Hero of the Collective for efforts above and beyond without anyone asking him to do it. So we're going to do a shot for Jinx, thanking him for his spectacular efforts in this, and you should thank him when you see him in Fleet or hear him on comms or see him on Slack. So again, this is a tremendously bad idea I'm doing here. Ugh. Not the best way to do a shot. All right, other news that's going on in Brave. We have welcomed some new corps. We have a new corp of wormhole dwellers. They are spaceships for dummies have joined us. That'll be great to have more wormholers in Brave. And also Hemus, corp that was formerly in Sentinel Dawn, has joined us. Going to help out in the Euro time zone. A bunch of great people there. I'm looking forward to having them incorporated into what's going on. They have some FCs in there. It's going to be really good to have more people in Brave. The striking thing is, again with the war, while many groups are hemorrhaging people, Brave has gotten only stronger during the war. A statement to the kind of social and community effort that we put together. People are joining us. It's a good thing. Thank you all for welcoming them into the community. In Aquarius, we have the moon program revving up again. The Alliance moons are now popping on a regular basis. Please go mine them. It's good for you. It's good for the Alliance when those moons get mined. Now I have a special announcement. If you notice, the Alliance moons are named very generically. They're named the planet and the moon that they're on. But that is not the Brave way of doing things. So I'm here to announce that we are going to be auctioning off the naming rights for the Alliance moons. So that program will be coming out soon, in which you can give us your hard-earned ISK to excuse me, name these moons whatever you would like within our stay classy boundaries, of course, so they're not offensive or poke at any individual. So that'll be coming soon. So if you want to stake your name or make a joke or do whatever you want to do about naming some of these moons that we have, your opportunity is here. That should be interesting to see where this goes. I'm sure it will spin out of control in a way I didn't imagine. The corporate moons are going to get handed out to the corps. There's an elaborate process that has been explained to me that I'm not clear on, but it seems to be agreeable to most people. Giving out these moons is complicated, and we're working on it. And then after the corporate moons are given out, we will be able to have people rent private moons similar to what we had in Catch and Impasse. So for those of you of the moon mining inclination, your time is coming. That's going to be good. Another thing, in a few days, we will be having John Bellicose Day. It will be on April 29th, from the start of the Eve Day to the end of the Eve Day. The vigil will be all day long. The Astra House in PTAG Z will be free-ported for anyone that wants to come. And for that day, we will not aggress anyone coming to PTAG Z for John Bellicose Day. For those that don't know, John Bellicose was a member of Brave in the early days who struggled with depression. And on these days, we like to remember him and remind people that they're not alone, to help with their mental health issues if they come up. And also a time to remember all of the people that we have lost over these years of being in Brave to whatever means. And especially in this year of COVID-19, remembering losses both in-game and personal ones. So there'll be a lot of Sino-vigils going on that day. I'm sure I will be there. A lot of people will show up. And I ask you to be respectful. Oftentimes, people that are opponents in the games do want to come to John Bellicose Day and pay their respects. And I urge you to give them every courtesy as they come, as this is a event for all EVE players, not just Brave players. Other news, the Brave merch store that has been running for several years has been running into problems. I'm asking you to stop using that. I've been talking to Kigali about this. There's problems with people ordering things and not getting their items delivered, which is a bad thing. So please don't use the Shopify store for buying Brave stuff. We will try to put up a new merch store that's a little more reliable and we have a little better control over. I apologize for any people who are having issues with my Spotify or my Shopify store. Other things going on. Comms. We have an awful lot of people in comms, and there are people who are a bit of a chatterbox and don't leave time for others to chat. Normally I have a piece of paper that says, shut the fuck up. But please shut the fuck up a little bit and let other people have a chance to talk in comms. Every thought that comes into your head does not need to come out of your mouth, nor do you need to fill every moment with talking. So please leave a gap for people who are not so chatty to interact, ask questions on comms. Please, it can be overwhelming when you're new to Brave to be in comms with everybody talking every millisecond of the time. All right, that's a lot of Brave news. Let's go on to the war. The grind phase of killing Keep Stars is winding up. We have killed over 40 Keep Stars from the Imperium. I think there's one more to go. I don't know if the Imperium is going to put up a fight on that last Keep Star outside of the 1DQ constellation, but we will find out. We're not in a rush. So once that Keep Star is dead, you're going to see us trying to make our assault on the 1DQ constellation, and this will be talked about a lot. It is something that we are going to slowly grind them down and eventually kill all the things that we want to kill. Do not be in a rush. The Imperium is anxious for a titanic battle where they can tip the slides, have another kind of M2 event. They're desperate for us to walk into their trap, and we are not going to do any of that kind of thing. As all of you know, it is the slow blade that penetrates the shield, and we will go oh so slowly, frustrating them to no end until we eventually penetrate their shield and wreck them all. All of Brave is doing great. This has been an exceedingly long war. This is a historic war in all of EVE, and you are all showing up and participating. But we're about to enter another phase. It's going to be a very subcap driven phase in the beginning here, in which we grind them down and reduce them to a single system in all of New Eden. So I ask you to put your butts in seats, get into fleet, and go grind them down. This is going to be some good times, good fleets. But we're not in a rush. As much as the goons want this titanic battle to happen, we are not going to give them what they want. Now, most of the Imperium players are good people. They like good fights. They have been having fun. We have been having fun. I don't have a real grudge against most of the Imperium people. There is a small cadre of Imperium shitposters, and I'm going to talk to them right now. So you, small cadre of Imperium shitposters, I just want to remind you of something. That there's nothing you're going to write in an article that is going to save you. There is no Reddit shitpost that is going to save you. There's no brigading of Reddit that is going to save you. There's no insulting nickname that is going to save you. There is no angry comment in Twitch chat that is going to save you. All of it is for naught. And the funny thing is, you know deep down inside that this is inevitable. And that sick feeling you feel while you type with your fists on Reddit or wherever you write, you know you're losing this war. Your goalposts have been moved so much, and you're literally arguing how you didn't want the keep stars. It is pathetic. And to you, the small cadre of shitposters, you are the one that I'm going to relish the most as we move into the constellation and slowly pick you apart bit by bit as our blade penetrates. So, with that, that's my message to the shitposters. To the rest of the Imperium people who like good fights, I will see you on grid. It's going to be awesome. Okay, now for a palate cleanser. Because we just talked about the Imperium, I want to move to happier things. I picked up at the supermarket these cotton candy Twinkies, which I don't even know why you would make cotton candy Twinkies, but we're going to try it. So here's cotton candy Twinkie. That's surprisingly good. I don't know what to call that flavor. It's not cotton candy. It's more like a strawberry, raspberry, some sort of berry flavor in that Twinkie. Pretty good. Definitely makes me feel happier than talking about shit posters. All right, let's get to the important thing, the shoutouts. An amazing thing happened in the last couple weeks. Mayhem, the largest corp outside of Brave Newbies within Brave Collective, hit over 1,000 players. 1,000 pilots in corp. That is astounding. It is a tribute to the amount of effort that Knight and Roa and the rest of the team have put into making this corp a huge part of Brave. We should definitely celebrate that. It's an amazing achievement. No corp other than Brave Newbies in Brave Collective's history has achieved this goal. It is truly impressive and shows a real commitment to growing the organization and to bringing people into the game, bringing people into Brave, and it's fantastic. Another shout out goes to Avend, who has literally put his Titans on the line, stringing a chain of Titans, first from PZMA into Aquarius, and now moving them into a chain from GE and Catch all the way to Aquarius, and making that available for people to use those to move things along, helping along Jinx's plan. Avon has been doing a lot of work in the background, and I truly appreciate that, and the trust he places in other people. Other big thanks on the movement front go to RCI. The Corp has been doing a tremendous amount of work with these moves, coordinating capital moves, super moves, working alongside Jinx and Avon to get things through. Beardy Cheese has been working on this stuff. Thurser has been working on this stuff. Morgaine Mighthammer has been working for this stuff. And let's not forget, T-Man has definitely been working to make sure that pilots get their stuff moved. We have moved dozens and dozens of freighters through into Aquarius, moving tons and tons of assets. Hundreds of capitals have moved in. Super capitals have moved in. We're doing very well on getting all this movement done, but it's thanks to the hard work of people in groups like RCI who have done a tremendous amount of work getting this done. My last big shout out goes to the recon team. I'm not going to name them by name because that would reveal a little too much for our opponents in the game to track them down. But the recon team consistently comes through for us, providing information about far off lands that we expect them to know about timers, scouting ahead, keeping an eye on enemy locations. There's a ton that the recon team is doing behind the scenes. It's a very small group that does this for Brave. You never hear about them. You don't know their names, but they are out there kicking ass and taking names. So kudos to the recon team and their work that they get done. All right, I've got one last shot to do with this syringe thing, so let me get that ready. All right, that's about it for the update. Stay on Slack. We'll be having more Alliance chats over time. Don't have much more to say. That feels like a whole bunch of information dump I gave to you. So until I talk to you again, stay classy, have fun, and be brave.